Guys, this is Saint. Today is April 13th. It's actually my birthday. So, for my birthday, I thought I'd do a video for you guys. Specifically eshaan, who gave me 10 happy birthdays this morning, like roughly like just as the clock turned. So kind of as a shout out to him, and just kind of like a video I want to do. I'm recording this now. And so in this video, I'm going to kind of cover like how I got to where I am now, like as a draft league player. And I feel like a lot of people have heard of me, but they don't really know me. And I thought I'd do this video just kind of like let more people like know who I am and like how I got to where I am now. But first things first, got to give some shout outs to the people that aren't going to be really mentioned, but they've got to be on the list. First of all, KHD, you and your league MVP been very inviting. I've been in the server for ages. I've met a lot of people, talked a lot of shit, got some random sucking for no reason. But it's a very chill community, and I hope that your league continues to grow and that it doesn't die for some reason, even though it's an unleague. Next up, I've got a shout out to Lord Z. Lord, one of the first friends I made on Discord. He was in the first league I ever like actually played in that didn't die. Super chill guy. Still plays Mons today. Just thank you for being such a good friend. MLG, you already know. The Major League Go-Go's we come out to play. We got King Clyde, we got Hello Nasty, we got Chance, Pineapple, Wombo, Word Life, you already know. We got a crew. So shout out to you all for being some nasty, nasty shit posters. I appreciate that you guys just always bring a smile to my face. Sometimes you guys drive me nuts, I can't lie, but most of the time it's very funny and very chill to be around with you guys. So shout out to that league. Team 1010, this is more of a new thing, but shout out to the Team 1010. You already know who you are. Uh, yeah, Big Daddy Dave. We met like super, super long ago, but you went 15-0, and now you're playing 14 leagues at once, trying to go 15-0. So yeah, thank you as well. And Dojo the Goat, man, this guy is truly the greatest Pokemon player to ever exist. I am so glad that he came back recently, and I hope he sticks around because he's coming back. And he's one day he's gonna come back. He's gonna start doing leagues again. And he's gonna dominate the league format. But yeah, let's move on. So first of all, I started Mons, or at least league format at like March 2017. But before then, I'm not sure for how long. Truly, I don't. It's been a while, but I played a lot of Gen 7 UU. Shout out to MSPL, which is like kind of our group, what we call ourselves. We've got a private room on Showdown, and it's amazing. Shout out to all the people involved in that. Shout out to Benast, one of the IPA guys. We met each other there. Yeah, but really, I just kind of like randomly in the chat room got invited to a draft league. So I just was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I had always been like interested with league. Like I never actually had a chance to play, but I always heard about it and like always wanted to give it a try. Because like I saw people on YouTube doing it, and I felt like this looks like a pretty interesting format. It's obviously very different than Smolgon, so why not give it a shot? Give it a chance. Uh, I was in a league. It was in March, but that died. Like that, I first played in the league. I met Lord in. I ended up winning. But around the end of that, I found OOT Melody, which, OOT now is obviously quite a well known league, very respected. Greg put it on his league tier rankings video, gave me a shout out. So thank you, Greg, for that. But OOT Melody, when I started, it was the first season of Melody. It was like, this is like over a year ago. And nobody knew me because I had just started, right? And I was just like in the battle area draft, which battle area used to be with the server before Draft Frontier became a thing. I was in the battle area Discord and found the OOT link. I don't remember who posted it. I think it was Key, whatever his name is. But he posted a link, and so I was like, yeah, give it a shot. Got in to Melody. Got into one of the limited spots. Just because it was like based on the time you got into the lead server. It wasn't based on an application or anything. It was just like, you got here, okay, cool, you're in this league now. Yeah, it was very interesting. My first season, played against a lot of interesting people. I don't want to say it was easy, but it was definitely not very competitive, very relaxing, very chill. Met a lot of cool guys in there. It's my first chance like meeting some of the players considered higher echelon of league format. I didn't know that at the time, of course. I didn't know like these people were considered some of the best in the format. I didn't know like how truly competitive or like how well respected the people in OOT were when I got in. But I did play in Melody. I won. I got promoted to Oblivion, and I think that afterwards, my league kind of like career changed a lot because after I won Melody and jumped to Oblivion, like people started like thinking like, who is this guy like, and where has he played before? Because I'm pretty sure like before I won OOT Melody, like nobody had ever heard of me, and if I didn't win, I'm pretty sure like I would still be kind of out there in the background. Uh, yeah, that's OOT Melody. Next up, I think we've got the MWPA Venus, and I did play in this. This is a very chill league. I joined the server halfway into Melody, just like looking for something to do after Melody because I wasn't like sure what I would do after Melody. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do like a couple more leagues together or stay in Melody, or I didn't know about the promotion to Oblivion until after the season. Like after I won, I got promoted, but I didn't know that at the time. So I joined MWP server. This is also about a year ago. Uh, and I met one of my pals, Prince Magirna, who knew me. We were in this random league together, where like I replaced randomly, and I got attacked with a lot of cancer. But Prince and I kind of bonded because he helped me kind of like navigate some of the toxicity that was in that server. And I am truly thankful for him for helping me, kind of like put a name out for myself, or at least vouch for me, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed into MWPA. I applied for them when the season ended. I believe this is season 5 of MWPA. I don't remember, but I applied. I got in. Turns out that KMJ, who is the league commissioner, first he got like some sort of recommendation from Prince, saying that yeah, I should probably be in a higher division. And then he looked at my profile picture, which was 02 at the time, 02 from that one anime that I'm blanking on right now because it's 1 a.m. But he looked at my PFP, and then he looked at my Showdown account, and he realized that yeah, I was probably not fit for the lower divisions. So he put me straight in Venus division, which is the third highest, which is like super cool. Like obviously a big jump, big expectations to fill. But I played and I won the league. Yeah, very cool. My first ever free draft, actually. MWPA exercises a free draft. So this was my first opportunity to play in a free draft, and it was definitely quite an experience. MWPA, very chill, very, very nice server. A lot of great people in the community. Yeah, that was MWPA Venus. Like, really, there isn't much to say about it. It's short, it's simple, but it's a lot of fun, and it's filled with some of the best people out there. Some of the nicest guys. Afterwards, I'm sure there's like some like smaller leagues that I like kind of have played in before, that I'm not mentioning in this video. Partially because A, I don't remember what they are, and B, I don't like have any like significant memories from them. Like nothing too special came out of them. But after Venus, I'm pretty sure that I had like a short time off, and then I went into Oblivion. Which was kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie. For those of you that don't know, Oblivion last season, we let the people in the server vote for the tiers. There was a lot of whack shit. This is like June, I think. This is June or July at this point, and we let a lot of people vote for random shit like Reshram, Zekrom, Giratina, Genesect, Deoxys. A lot of broken shit got in, and they were on the tier list, and it was like basically a semi Ubers league that wasn't designed to be a semi Ubers league. So there was like some random Ubers, some regular. It was kind of crazy, but it's here where I first got a chance at actually playing some of the more well known guys, right? Because even in MWPA Venus, like there wasn't somebody that like people would consider like huge big name out there, like Hiker or Low Main or something like that, like Vess. These guys that are like well known and respected in the community. Like this was my first chance to actually play them. I didn't do so well. I did 4 and 6, but it was during the season I applied for LD. It's also the season where I got promoted to admin of Oblivion. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, youngster Bill, who is in LD and Hive, he invited me, or he told me that I should try applying for LD, and I did. Definitely. And as most of you know now, like I did get into LED, which is like such a crazy moment. I feel because I was in like a slump that day. Like I was really depressed because of some like bullshit that had happened in some other server. But the day they passed, they like announced the coaches. Like a lot of people just randomly started congratulating me. Like everything was hella crazy. But I'm going getting off track. But back to what I'm actually going to talk about. Yeah, so Oblivion, kind of like a chance for me to like get around and know people. Like definitely, the application for LD was the big part of the season. But yeah, LD. We look at that. Yeah, so I did get accepted into LD. It was like super crazy. Like so many people from OOT were congratulating me. Just like such a crazy turn of events because obviously like LD is like super well respected for being one of the best leagues out there. One of the best. Like I did not expect to get in at all. Like I had known so many people also applied. Like obviously everybody wants to get into such a prestigious league, and everybody wants a chance to participate in it, right? But like um, to be selected, like just such a shock to me. Like I just did not see it coming at all. I did pretty terrible, 3 and 7, but my this was like my first chance of kind of like interacting within like a server that is regarded as the best, right? Like it kind of like gave me like what being in these bigger name servers is that it gives you clout. Like even though you're not like that good or like that special, like being in these servers gives you clout. Like because you can say, "Hey, I'm from LD," or "Hey, I'm from Hive," and people automatically think, "Oh my goodness, you're in the prestigious LD," or "You're in the prestigious Hive," or like whatever other big leagues are out there. It just kind of gives you clout, and so like people like started like I don't want to say like respecting me, but like after I got into LD, there was definitely like more attention towards me. I feel like because like I used to be like very exclusive in like OLT and WPA, and after I got into like LD, I was starting to interact more in LD as well, along with the other two servers, of course. But like I was starting to get around and knowing more new people, like people that weren't in these other servers that like I had heard of, like I had seen being in LD, giving a chance to beat them. And from there, like, I got to learn a lot of stuff that I didn't actually know about Draft League. I felt like I got better because, like, obviously with the competition that's in LD, you either become a better player, like you either perform well uh, to like uphold their standards, and if you don't play well, like you're not gonna have a second chance, like because if you don't play well, like play prep well, and you don't really get a chance to bounce back that easily because everybody is very like competitive and difficult to play. Like everybody has a significantly higher skill level than what I would say is the majority of leagues. Like LD minors itself forms like what I would say is like a very solid mid tier league. Like there are leagues that I feel like LD minors is better than their top divisions, and obviously like LD's higher divisions are obviously like super competitive and strong as well. So like you don't get people that are like memeing in LD a lot, which obviously forces you to raise the bar a little bit as well. Because if you don't raise the bar, like if you don't play better, you're like if you just play kind of like casually, like and you will like lose games, and it's just gonna happen because people are super good in this league. But like I did meet a lot of cool people in this league as well. I've met a lot of my friends now in the server from LD, and I feel like I've gotten around to know more people because of my connections with LD. So once again, shout out to the LD server, man. Shout out to everybody in there, especially the people that were in minors. Like most of these people are just like super chill and have helped me like become a better player. I feel like because like they obviously all know what they're doing and they can help me when I'm like like making some juiced decisions when I'm building or like prepping. So yeah. Next up, IPA. This is kind of like a jump in the middle because like this is the one of the seasons that I just kind of got invited in. Because the thing is that like I was in IPA for a long time, like since Oblivion, like way before. But I muted the server because this was the time where like it was open invite. We got people like Casper, we got people like Dojo, G Blaze, everybody like everybody that was considered cancer at the time. I feel like all got invited at the same time, and it was just really really toxic environment at the time. But by the time like I actually went back and checked on IPA, I'm not sure when exactly I checked on it. It was halfway into last season of IPA because IPA's next season is supposed to start up. But I unmuted it after talking to my friend Veno LaFerris, and yeah, what turned out is that like all of the cancer had been purged. Like it had went private. They somehow didn't boot me for inactivity. I don't know why. And I had the chance to meet people in IPA, which is pretty cool. IPA is a very chill community. I was asked to replace last season. I took over an old 4 team. I think I went 5-5, but I don't make no promises. Uh, it was a very interesting environment, I would say. Very chill. I either went 5-5 or 4-6. I don't remember. Uh, but it's a very interesting environment. I feel like lots of like a big like jump in skill levels, but it's a very chill server. People like interact with each other. It's very positive for the most part. A lot of interesting conversations go down in there. So yeah, that's IPA. Yeah, applications just went out, and the rosters just got finalized. So shout out to people that got in. There's always next time for the people that didn't. Next up, I'm doing Mercury. I'm not sure. Like, I'm probably getting my timeline wrong, but this is fairly recent. I don't remember exactly. Like maybe December. I don't know. But I promoted from Venus, of course, after winning the league. You know, I did poorly, but I think I helped like spread awareness of MWPA's presence. Like you know, because like at this point I had gone to like some of the bigger servers, specifically like LD, IPA, like, and I was just in a bunch of these random servers that I had like either just randomly joined or like just had like played them before or something like that. Like because like I'm only mentioning the leagues that are like more well known, but I'm not actually mentioning like the specifics. So in the Mercury, I just kind of like the last MWP said, I just plugged the hell out of it. Like a lot of people applied, and you should apply now too because it's a very chill community. Once again, as I said, and I think that it deserves a lot more attention than it actually receives. Because so many talented players play in it, but at the same time, it's not like anything that's like crazy competitive because everybody just kind of takes it with a relaxed stance, and just kind of just enjoys mons there. It's not really like a commitment that will bore you. Like I know certain leagues can be very taxing to do. I feel like MTP is for the most part very chill. Uh, yeah. Hive Widow. So people know as well. I got invited to Hive by Genius after he won, I believe, Beedrill last season. Because, well, frankly, I asked him very nicely. I played poorly in the Hive Invitational tournament, so I got jumped to Widow. But I did all right. I went 8-2, top seed. Lost R1 playoffs, but I think it's in Hive that I got to meet like a lot more new friends because like in Hive, like I know that there's like a kind of perception of cancer that people can sometimes like portray Hive in, but I don't really agree because I feel like in its own way, like Hive is like instead of like considering Hive like the most prestigious league there is, which like it definitely can still be considered though. Like Hive Mega B, the competition is unreal. It's very competitive and strong, of course, but uh, in my opinion, like the Hive is more like a community over a league. Uh, your presence in the community, like as long as you're a positive influence, like they will accept you and they will like just kind of grow as community. Like it's not really as much of a like league all out competitive league. Like something I would say LD is more of because like then like kind of like a community of people that share interest in mons and just play. like obviously there is still a lot of strong competition, but it's a little more relaxed. There's a lot more like chill to it, I guess I would say. Yeah, I guess I would just say that like kind of like the perception of Hive is toxic. Like I can definitely see where that comes from because there's like a shit ton of shit posters. Like I'm one of them. So like there's a lot of like I guess perceived toxicity that you can see from it. And like I definitely get like the misconceptions of Hive, but it is definitely a very chill server, and it's definitely like uh, a very cool league to be a part of. If you of course are invited. Uh, yeah, I feel like everybody's heard of Hive at this point. And there's nothing like crazy dramatic about it. It is like probably the most well known league like out there. So we're just gonna move on. Yeah. I think that after Hive, like that just ended. I'm just gonna talk about what I've had, like what I'm playing in now, like specifically like the more major ones. LD minors. I'm currently 5-3 with two more games left to play of the regular season. We're trying to lock up promotion, but I mean, I have already done what I set out to achieve, which is go even with 5 wins. So that's really a positive start. You know, it's always great to meet like new people that are like also highly regarded enough to be in LD, and you know, it's always an honor to play them and just kind of like hang out and have a fun time. Even though it is definitely like super competitive. APA Evo, that was such a crazy story how I got into APA, but I'm in APA. It's pretty fun. A lot of cool people as well, like people that you don't usually get a chance to play, like are in APA. Like it's like big names from all over the place that you wouldn't expect to be playing in a showdown league, but they are playing in a showdown league, and yeah, just like people like Godoa, Trev, so like people that are probably like more used to like Wi-Fi draft than Showdown draft, but they're playing an APA Evo, which is pretty cool. And of course, OOT Oblivion. I've got like we had like 80 plus apps last season. And OOT like competition wise, it's getting better and better. We went private server, and I feel like it's definitely purged some of the cancer that like I can see. That could have been an issue. Like we definitely had a lot of toxic people in OOT, but like now that we've went private, it's a lot better. Um, yeah, that's about all. Yeah, so once again, like I feel like I've grown a lot in this last year. Uh, you know, well, it's like more like a year and a month or so, but I've gotten to meet a lot of you that play draft, and it's truly been an honor. Uh, and I look forward to doing some more great things with you guys, because this community, no matter like how crazy like it can be at times, is definitely one of my favorite communities to be in, and I don't think I would trade it for anything. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys are still watching, hopefully this gives you a better idea of who I am and like how I got to where I am. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.